This video got 1,000,000+ views. Is what I'm manifesting for this video and all of my content. But since you're here, you might as well watch me eat lunch while I give you guys a little story time on how I found out my ex-husband was divorcing me. So basically, it started off as any other day. We had been kind of separated, like trying to work on things or whatever. I had just come back from California from visiting family. And so I was at home with 2 out of my 4 kids because 2 of my bonus babies were at school at the time. So I was just home with my other 2 babies. My daughter was 2 at the time. My son was 1. So I'm sitting at home just doing my normal routine. And then all of a sudden, about a couple of hours into the morning, I get a knock at the door, and which was a little weird because I'm like, who is coming this time of the day? And not, I mean, I would get visits from like, because if you're in foster care, you know about those type of visits, but something about this knock at the door just seemed different. And so I go and I look out the window first and I see it's a constable outside, and I'm like, constable? What the heck is a constable doing here? Mind you guys, divorce was never discussed between us. So anyways, I proceed to go and open up the door, and I'm just thinking like my husband at the time like had a ticket or something like that because I had been paying off some of his debts and things like that. So I'm thinking like, they always tell you, oh, we're going to sue you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking it's something like that. Well, I go ahead and I open up the door, and then the gentleman, he looks at me and he asks if I'm such and such, and I say yes, and he's like, you've been served. And I'm like, served what? And I'm like, who's suing me? And lo and behold, it is divorce papers. So as I'm standing there holding my 1-year-old son, this guy looks at me and he says, oh my God, you didn't know? And I said, no, no, no. And he was like, he said, I've been doing this over 20 years. He said, I've never ran into somebody who did not know that this was going to happen. And he just looked at me and started encouraging me, telling me that I was going to be fine. He was like, you're okay, you're okay. And that is how I found out that my husband was divorcing me. Hope you guys like this video. Bye.